RWBY React to the 7 Deadly Sins by Hezjz Chapter 1. Preview author note. Hello guys, first time that I will write a fanfic. Hope you like it and PLS point out any mistake that I made I need to learn somehow. Of course, if you have any tips, I will be grateful. Speaking equals. Speaking thinking equals. Thinking. Screaming equals screaming names equals RWBY Ozpin in a void we see a being made of light and darkness. Its shape looks like a male human but with no face and the light and darkness randomly around his body ever changing. God of chaos. Damn it, those two brothers. Don't they know we gods and mortals shouldn't interact, it only ends badly. The god of chaos, I will call him from now on as GOC. Okay, begins to ponder on solving this mess that the brother gods made called Remnant. GOC. Not only have they made two immortals, interfere with a species, changed said species to have magic, became the leader of said race, killed the species to extinction, let the two immortals live, and hid it from me. GOC. How to fix this mess GOC? Ah, that is a great idea, it will maybe fix it and let me have fun. The GOC begins to create a cinema. In this cinema are two dorms, a living room, and a cinema. GOC. Now I will bring those two first here so that they don't kill each other the first second they come here. The GOC stretches his arm out and lights begin to come out of it in a form of a female grim humanoid and a male human. Salem and Ozpin are surprised to suddenly be teleported in a place that looks like a cinema and begin to look around to assess the situation. When they lock eyes with each other they begin to instantly prepare their best spells to kill each other. The GOC stops them from attacking each other before he has to also clean this mess up. So, he temporarily seals Salem's and Ozpin's magic, takes Ozpin's cane and causes them to not be able to move. GOC. It really is surprising how much you people want to kill each other. You ignore a being made literally out of darkness and light. Oh, my mistake, forgot to introduce myself, you can call me the god of chaos Salem. Ah, another god, so what is your relation to the brother gods Ozpin? Yes, I would like to know about that as well GOC. Well, you can see me as a father-like being to them. They were born from my light and darkness. And like any parent, they must clean the mess their children make. Salem. So are you going to kill us? GOC. No, that wouldn't do, I have many ways to do it. And one of them is the most fun for me. Salem doesn't like that answer at all, and Ozpin is getting nervous about this situation. GOC. Don't look at me like that, this will not hurt you at all. You see, gods have agreed to not interact with mortals. Salem interrupting the GOC. It seems some gods don't think like that. GOC. That is indeed true, some weren't in agreement with this law that was made. And the brother gods are some of them, but be assured they will be punished for breaking multiple laws of the gods. Ozpin. Which laws have they broken? Because they have done a lot, some good and bad. GOC. Enough to be killed for it. But it doesn't matter to you, God's affairs are God's affairs after all. Now to fix this mess that is called Remnant, I will be transporting multiple people in this cinema to watch an alternate reality with different laws and gods than here. Salem and Ozpin. How will this solve anything? Salem and Ozpin are mortified when they realize that they said the same thing at the same time. GOC. You two must really hate each other. Now to answer your two questions. You will watch a universe where there are some similarities with yours, and I will fix in the meantime a lot of things and settle the punishments of the brothers. Ozpin. In other words, you will send people here that have an almost direct connection to this incident and clean the brothers' mess up. GOC. That is true, one of them I will fix now. The GOC raises his arm to Salem and out of his hand comes light. That light turns her back to normal and expels the darkness that is in Salem. Salem and Ozpins are surprised at the very least. Salem. What have you done to me? GOC. I expelled the darkness in your body and with it your more destructive side of your personality. But the darkness has already done irreplaceable damage done to your body and soul. I shall also stop you from being immortal once I found a way to restore your body and soul to normal. Salem and Ozpin look surprised but quickly come to realize what just happened. Salem is surprised and happy soon she will no longer suffer under this curse. And Ozpin is becoming scared of what could happen to him, and the countless souls who have merged with him. The GOC turns to him and says, Ozpin or Ozma or the other countless other names you have gone by. Your soul has gone through countless changes and is impossible to repair to its original state without destroying all the other souls. So, I am unable to help you with that part. But for you, I will already end your immortality. From now on you are mortal again and you are free of your task. Light comes out of Ozpin, and he looks surprised to be free of the endless pain that the gods have brought him through. The endless threat that is Salem is no more without her grim part. She is unable to control the grim and they are mindless beasts again except for a few old ones. He can have on final life and rest like all the others. Salem asks, okay, I know you are helping us, but why only now and not sooner? You could have stopped so many things if you acted earlier. Ozpin not believing that Salem is indeed a little different already but agrees with her and says, indeed. What she said, you were a little less selfish and arrogant than the brothers. But why only now? The GOC is not so surprised by this question and answers, it is because the brothers actively hid it from me, and even with my power, if two gods try to hide it from me, it will take some time to find out what they are hiding. Salem, I guess I can understand that. But I want to ask you one thing. Can I watch when the brothers are punished for their crimes? The GOC thinks a few seconds over this and says, fine, but you will have no say in the punishment, you can only watch. Ozpin, do you also want to watch? Ozpin thinks over this sometime and decides that he wants to and nods his head. GOC, alright, I will do this for you only because I was this late. So now I will release you two from your bindings. Salem and Ozpin are released from their bindings and look at each other. They decide to not attack each other again as long they are here, or as long the other don't attack them. The GOC thinks it is weird that they can make a deal just by looking at each other, but he doesn't care. He is glad he doesn't have to deal with that. GOC. So, I will summon now the others. I wish for you to stop any aggression in this place. Ozpin, can I ask who you are to summon so we can prepare? The GOC looks at him and thinks it is better for them to prepare. Okay, I will summon Team RWBY and JNPR, Glinda, Ironwood, Winter, Hero, Taiyang, Hazel, Watts, Cinder, Emerald, and Mercury. Ozpin and Salem look at each other. Ozpin, how much chance that this will not escalate in a fight? Salem, 0. Ozpin looks over to the GOC. Okay, can I ask of you to summon our factions in different locations so that we can inform them before they will see their enemies? GOC, I suppose that will clear a lot of trouble. I have created 2 dorm-like buildings in which each of your factions will sleep. So, I will summon them there. Okay. Salem looks surprised and asks, dorms? So will we stay here? The GOC nods. Salem, how will our necessities be met? Ozpin agrees with her and says, yes, and how long will we stay here? You will summon students after all. If they age and look suddenly older in school, that will be problematic. The GOC, yes, you will stay here with the people I will summon, and about your necessities. If you want food, just think about it and it will appear in front of you. Toilets and showers are in the dorms separated from males and females. And I will make a training room while you two are busy informing your factions about the situation. Oh, and body age will be stopped when you are in here. Are those your questions? Salem and Ozpin, yes. GOC, okay, good luck with the job. See you soon. I will be at the cinema. Hope to see you guys in an hour. While the GOC walks to the cinema, Salem and Ozpin look at each other. Salem, ground rules 1. The GOC sees Salem's faction walking to him. Salem, ground rules 1. Don't talk to me when it is not needed. 2. Don't come to my dorms. Past relation being mentioned. Ozpin, I agree with that. If we do, it will only make it harder. Salem and Ozpin look at each other one last time before they walk into their respective dorms. GOC, this will be fun. I am curious how they will react to the sins, 30 minutes later the GOC sees Salem's faction walking to him. Waltz looks calm and curious about this different universe he will see. Cinder looks annoyed and irritated. Emerald looks lost because no one answered her questions. Mercury just accepted what happened and just rolled with it for now. Hezjz is pissed because he can't kill Ozpin now. The GOC is not surprised at this and says, "It seems like you have made it already here, please take a seat on the left side of the cinema. Any questions please?" After Ozpin's faction is here they just did that, and Salem sat alone on the highest row under her Hezjz, Watts, and Cinder. And under those three are Mercury and Emerald. Salem decides to eat something, Watts something to drink, same with Mercury. Cinder is busy thinking and getting madder while her faith in Salem is still strong. Emerald looks worried at her. Hezjz sits with a stone face and looking at the god and getting some beer. 30 minutes later the group of Ozpin comes inside. Ozpin looks a little tired of all the questions he had to answer. Ironwood guarded because he will meet Salem. Hero is drinking from his flask, muttering something about his nieces. Taiyang tired that he is again involved in this shadow war, and worried why his daughters are involved now. Winter is sad that so much was kept from her, but her loyalty is still strong. Ruby doesn't completely get what is going on, but she is going to protect her friends no matter what and is eating her second plate of cookies. Yang is angry and confused about why they are involved. Weiss is still processing what is happening. Blake is stone-faced but inside is panicking at what is happening. John is getting way too nervous and almost on a panic attack. Pyrrha is for once not confident in her combat ability to defend herself and is getting nervous. Nora is Nora. Ren is getting worried about how this will end. GOC equals please take a seat on the right side. After you are seated, I will answer some questions. Ozpin, Glinda, and Ironwood sit at the highest row. Winter, Taiyang, and Kiro a row lower. Team RWBY 1 row lower. Team JNPR at the lowest row. The GOC stands at the podium with the gigantic screen and asks, "Who has a question for me or about this situation?" Kiro, "Why are my nieces here?" GOC, "Because of Ruby." Rose, Ruby with a mouth full of cookies. Me. Weiss whispering to Ruby, "Ruby, don't speak with your mouth full." GOC, "Yes. You Ruby, your silver eyes are from the god of lights. It is also one thing I must take care of. But be assured I will not harm those with silver eyes." Will that answer your question, Kiro? GOC, "No, then let us begin. I hope you guys liked the chapter. I tried my best with this. If you have any questions please ask. Mistakes pointed out is always good, so PLS do it. I'm not that good in English, hopefully it isn't that bad. I did put it through Grammarly, so I hope to see you next chapter.